going on, y'all? This video's been going around with this woman that's talking about how she doesn't want kids and pretty much trying to lecture people that do want kids as if she's the end all be all of knowledge, the great all knowing one. It's nasty work. Let's check out what she has to say. There's so many people out here promoting to not have children, and I don't think they realize the negative effects that can have. Look at how the negative effects on hookup culture has spread. Maybe I'll do a different video on that. Let me know in the comment section. But this is not good for the world. If everyone's on this I don't want to have children wave, right? Not because they genuinely are not ready or don't want to, but because the internet is pushing this idea on them since birth, since they was like children's holding their phones. It's going to be a very, very bad place to live, especially due to the fact that population, that's the thing. But anyway, let's see what she has to say. Don't forget to hit the hype button and the like button. Also subscribe if you haven't. Let's see.
Parents like to come onto my page and be like, you have no idea what it's like to have a child. I love them unconditionally. It's visceral. I would die for my child. Like, okay, but would you live for them? Would you go to therapy? Would you get healthy? Would you change your eating habits?
Yes. Yes to multiple of all of those things you just said. Yeah. That's a common thing for people to have children and make certain sacrifices in order for their child to grow up with, I guess you could say, the best possibilities and just good energy around them overall. I know people that might, for example, smoke cigarettes. They'll have a child and decide, yeah, I'm going to stop. This is something that I'm not going to do. I want to be around for my child to grow up and have grandkids and all the other extra stuff. I want to be around for that, so let me stop. Let me live differently. Let me go seek therapy. Let me start working out more and be healthy. Change my diet up. Yes. That's not something that's like super foreign. Like, what? How are you telling these parents, people that are already parents, what they would be willing to do prior to having children? And mind you, you don't have any. What are you talking about? You just here just to argue? Like, what's the point of that? What does that do for you? Get your engagement up? Like, come on. And I know there's bad parents out there, but are you assuming that everyone that's in the comment section is a bad parent? I think it's safe to say that that's exactly what the case is, for what her assumptions are. And I'm not assuming. I actually went to the page and she said anyone who disagrees is bullying, and if you bully on the internet, you bully your child. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. That's crazy. Whoa, that sounds like a way to not get any kind of criticism or critique. That we could just pull that out the bag? Okay. All right, that's different.
Rehab? Would you stop drinking? Would you exercise? Would you better yourself as a human? Would you apologize for things that you did?
What? Why is she listing these things as if they're like far-fetched? In her mind is like, would you go to the moon? Would you swim across the Atlantic? Fam, you're not saying anything that's hard. And would you go into an MMA match with John Jones? Nothing that you're saying is comparing to the things that I'm saying. I want to better my life in general, and I don't want to have children yet. Not now. Maybe down the line for sure when I have more things in order and I'm able to take care of them better. And maybe I can afford help and then work around the whole sound things. That y'all know I got sensitive hearing, and the sound of a baby crying, I don't know if I can handle that currently. I'm gonna be walking around with earmuffs, but then what if the baby needs me? So it's a few things, man, that I want to make sure I could get in order before I have children, but I'm not completely ruling it out, nor am I trying to force other people to rule it out. This is dangerous.
Dying for someone is easy. You die, and that's it. You have no obligation to change who you are. You don't have to do anything else. You just die. But living for your child, changing yourself, being introspective, that's love.
Man, shut up. The hell you talking about? That's love. Like, come on. And I'm not like completely old school with it. I don't want people thinking that I'm like the old school parent. If I ever had kids, walk it off. I'm not doing that. Right? I'm not going to be on that type of time. But I'm not going to be on what these people today are on and trying to make my kid as soft as possible, right? Or just be terrified to have children because I don't want to better myself. Because that's what it sounds like she was insinuating. It sounds like that was exactly what was being said. Like, oh, yeah, if you want to have kids, then you're going to have to do all these great things to live a better life, right? Things that can affect you in a very positive way. And I don't think you want to do that necessarily. Don't you want to just be super fat and not work out and live longer? Don't you want that? Like, come on. That sounds so crazy. But that's the type of stuff that these, I guess you could say, woke people are just losers. It is beyond even woke, but losers. They're trying to promote the most negative and wrong things. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this can have very negative and bad effects, bro. This could be horrible on the world. I've seen movies like this where it was like no children at all because something happened in the future and a bunch of people didn't want to have children. Now, if we speaking on something else in particular where like nincompoops, maybe they gotta go and get approval. We can't have two stupid people just combining Dumb and Dumber. We can't have that out here. We're gonna have a whole bunch of kids running around acting like Junior for My Wife and Kids. Anyway, only the people that watch that TV show get that reference. I was gonna start saying a few other people like this dude Cole from Martin or this Waldo Faldo from Family Matters. You can name whatever dumb character. I don't think that's a smart move. But beyond that, we're not talking about Idiocracy. You know what I mean? Another great movie. We talking about these fools out here that's pushing agendas and they don't even understand the full consequences or possible consequences to it. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button and watch my other videos. Knowing me, I put out a bunch.